If you are an INFP, I know that you can struggle with social anxiety from time to time. I know it because I am an INFP myself. So in this video, I want to share how I've greatly reduced it and my techniques to do it and what I've discovered about it, what I've learned about it. So hopefully you would get some value from this video. Hey, I'm Michael. Welcome on my channel where I share every week my insights and discoveries about overcoming our challenges, especially as INFPs. So if you want to be a part of that, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified every time I post a video every week. So I've already done a video on the struggle to fit in as INFPs, and I was thinking about doing more about it because the main subject is social anxiety. So I was thinking about sharing my experience about this topic because it was something that I was kind of afraid to admit. I hesitated to talk about it because I guess I was ashamed, but I've been doing quite some work on this and I've learned a lot of things. So I just want to share it with you guys because I know it can create a lot of stress when you're about to go out, when you're about to meet people. So I just want to share with you what I've learned and what I've experienced. So the first thing I've learned when it comes to reducing the social anxiety is learning more about being an introvert, because I used to think that being an introvert was a flaw, was a weakness. For me, it was the same thing as being shy. And it's really when I understood that being an introvert just meant that you could like social interactions, but you need time alone for you to function well. And by really owning it, by really knowing it and really honoring yourself and allowing yourself to have that alone time and not feel guilty about it, it will actually make you feel better. Because what I can share with you is that a lot of the social anxiety that I experienced was when somebody else expected me to go out and to socialize when I actually didn't want to, but I felt like I had to say yes to feel accepted, to feel normal. And by really choosing more my social interactions, by really going out when I want to and not forcing myself, it's really improving and it's really reducing, the social anxiety. Because if you're an INFP like me, you know that when you choose to go out, you actually like it. When you choose to meet people, you really like it. It's when you're forced to do something you don't want that things start to go bad. The other thing that I've learned is that before going out, the way I will feel greatly depends on how I feel inside, on how is my self-image at the moment, how is my self-esteem. So by doing things or acting in ways that you boost your self-esteem, your self-image, like for example, say by achieving something before, like finishing a project or feeling up to date, you will feel much better and you will feel ready to talk about it if people ask you about it. Because sometimes I remember an occasion where I was really frustrated by work and I was not really in the mood of going out, because if people were to ask me about my work, I was not inclined to talk about it. I was not happy about it. So it's just a matter of self-esteem, and it's pretty obvious, but the more you like yourself, the more people will like you. Because I believe that our social anxiety comes from being afraid that people will not approve, accept, or like you. But if you do it yourself, and it's all that matters, because your opinion is the most important one. You don't have to please other people. And actually, you need to be content with yourself and screw them all. And if you want to learn more about this, I did a video last week about the struggle to fit in. So you can check it on the video here or here, I don't remember. So hopefully it will give you more insights. Another tip is to face your fear. What I mean by that is that when you have social anxiety, it's usually because you picture something negative that will happen. And when you really focus on that negative thing and imagine what is the worst case scenario, you will most of the time find that it's not that terrible, that you will be able to overcome it. Like, let's say you fear people will think that you're weird. What is the worst that can happen? It's really a matter of thinking about the worst case scenario and be okay with it. Like, okay, it will be embarrassing, but you've already lived some embarrassing moments, so it will not be any worse, and just be okay with it. And what you can do is, instead of linking pain to going out and feeling judged and feeling embarrassed, you can link pleasure to it. It can seem crazy, but just what I mean by that is you can feel pride by going out and by, you know, being yourself no matter what, by being proud of yourself for being you. And if people are judging you or saying something that you don't like, it's their problem, and you took a step forward, and that's a good thing, so you should be proud of you. And what we can do is also link more pleasure to it, because as INFPs, we love growth. So by thinking about going out and interacting with people as something that we will learn from, that's something that will make us grow, it can actually feel more appealing. And the final thing I want to say is that for INFPs, being authentic and being aligned with our values is very important. And you will find that it's actually more important to be aligned with your values and to be authentic than to be accepted by people. And what will happen is that when you are authentic, you will actually meet people that will resonate with you. And there is kind of a paradox here, because social anxiety is caused because we are afraid that people might judge us and that people might not like who we are. But by being us and by facing our fears, it's how we will find people who resonate with us. So we just really have to be authentic and take pride in this. This is how we will, step by step, feel less and less social anxieties. So if you have just one thing to remember from the video, is that you have to be authentic. As INFPs, it's really important because your opinion is the most important one. And it's just all a matter of, you know, taking baby steps and trying to be more and more authentic in your interactions. If you have something that you're scared about and you usually won't tell people, try to do it step by step, and you'll see that actually most of the time people don't care. So that's it. I hope this video is helpful to you. It's kind of all the experience I had that I'm trying to sum up here to reduce the social anxiety. I feel it's really like reaching that point of screw them, I'm just going to be me. And yeah, and by doing so, you will attract the right people and you will also repel the wrong people. So that's all good. So I hope you liked the video. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what you liked. If you want to share anything more about it, I will be glad to hear it. So again, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.